Welcome in, guys. It's going to be a solo show today. My man John is currently on his way up to New York. You guys know he has some family up there, so he's making a drive up there from Florida. Won't be with me today. Small slate today. 3 games, 2 in the NBA, 1 in the NFL. We can start talking about how yesterday went. You guys know that it was a brutal Tuesday for us. Back in the green yesterday, slightly, but still back in the green. We'll take those 1.6 units. We need every single bit of it. You had all the pregame bets went pretty well, 2-1 on those. The one loss from last night, Toronto Raptors, -1. That line moved the biggest of any of our bets. Didn't get it done for us. The only other loser was a live halftime bet on the second half for the 76ers. We took -8. And they landed at 7 on the second half, and that was for -1.1 units. Couple of easy winners, Houston Rockets, no sweat, and then the Brooklyn Nets. They always play Atlanta close and tight. They pulled this one out by 1. Couple of 3-unit winners on those games. So up 1.6 units from the from Wednesday slate, and that's what we had going on yesterday. Pretty good NBA action yesterday. Some big performances really across the board. Luka, I mean, what the fuck? First half, triple-double. They blow out Utah by 50. Just nasty. Embiid drops 50 yesterday. Give you guys that stat that yesterday, heading into yesterday, in his 3 prior games against the Wizards, had averaged 43.6 points. Goes ahead and drops a 50-burger. You have this Chicago Bulls team now. 3 in a row, turning the corner. Now, yes, it's a Hornets team without LaMelo Ball, so what exactly are you going to take with that? But nonetheless, I thought the Pistons, as far as winnable games, maybe yesterday was the day they finally snapped the streak. No, they lose to the Grizzlies. What is that now? 18 in a row for Detroit. That's what we had going on yesterday in the NBA. We have a pretty good slate going on today. We'll start, though, with some Thursday night football. Really quick, though, before I dive into these 3 games, guys, if you haven't yet, like, comment, subscribe below. Help us blow this thing up a little bit. And, shorter slate and just myself, guys. This is going to be a really quick episode today. So if you guys are tuning in, quick watch. Just checking in on some of these NFL lines for Sunday. A couple of games we have highlighted, watching some line movement. Let's dive in here. Thursday night football. Weird day as far as totals, both NBA and NFL. NFL, we'll start here. One of the lowest totals we have seen. You have the Patriots just not covering, 2-10 straight up against the spread. They lose at home 6-0 to the Chargers. They've allowed 10 or less points in the last 3 games. Only problem is they've only scored a total of 13 points in their last 3 games. So absolutely zero offense. They bench Jones last week. They bring in Zappy, and he was all right for what it was. Just still, man, a rough offense. Sacked 5 times, threw for 141 yards. Going to be tough if you're New England getting any offense the way they've been going. Then you have the Steelers team, who offensively really is not much better. They're 28, scoring 16 points per game, 25th with 294.9 total yards per game. So 2 absolutely inept offenses. We have an absolutely brutally low total. I mean, 30 is ridiculous. Some spots even 29.5. For good reason. If you look at the numbers, the last 3 meetings went under 31.3 points per game. That was both with better offenses than this. Patriots last 4 went under, averaging 19 points per game, and 9 of Steelers last 10 went under, averaging 33.6 points per game. So very, very low scoring both sides. I mean, Patriots just dead unders right now, averaging 19 a game in their last 4. Could only look under on this super low total. I don't want to bet a total of 30 points. I don't. Maybe we get lucky with an early score. We can get up across a key number or 2 at 35.5, 36.5. So it depends on where this number goes live. Could be worth a look. As far as who wins this game, I mean, it's pretty evident. 2 teams heading opposite direction. This is a game Steelers want at home. They need it. Coming off that loss last week. New England, they're tanking. They're tanking. There's all these rumors that Bill Belichick's gone and out of there. I don't believe those. I don't buy into those. I just think he's trying to land his next quarterback. Thought it might be Mac Jones. It absolutely wasn't. Pretty decent QB class coming up this upcoming season. We'll see who they end up with. Williams, May, maybe Penix. We'll see what direction they go. But that's what they're looking at. They're looking at next year quarterbacks. They don't want to win. Now, granted, I can't lay 6 in a game that has a total of 30. So I can't bet the Steelers in this one. Steelers typically a pretty good second half team. Could be worth a look at halftime if this is, if it's tied up 3-3 perhaps. Maybe be able to get a better price. Maybe somehow the Patriots have a lead at halftime. Just don't think I can lay a 6-point favorite in a game with only expected of 30 points. Very difficult to lay a big favorite on a low total. So lean Steelers, lean under, but man, just a disgusting football game. Hey, if you like defense, it's going to be a good football game for you. A lot of people don't like to watch a defensive game. Hell, that's why FSU isn't even in the college football playoff, because they don't care about the defensive side of the football. It's all about what can you do for me as his QB and everything else. And it's going to be a gross game as far as that goes. Two of the better, more tenured coaches, Tomlin versus Belichick, two of the more defensive thinking programs as far as the last 20 years. And then you go ahead and bring it down to what it is now. Two inept offenses. I mean, without Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky and Bailey Zapp, not a game you want to really watch. However, two amazing NBA games tonight that you will probably be watching. I will be watching over this Patriots Steelers game. Maybe I'll flip it on every once in a while just to check what's going on there. Very excited for this NBA in-season tournament going on. John already fired one bet on one of these two games going on today. If you guys want those, sign up on massaedge.com or download the Massa Edge app. Let's dive into it. Two amazing games, if I may say. The first one, let's talk about this total. Holy shit, 257.5, the highest total that we have had. Let me get the exact stat here so I don't butcher this. Oh, come on here. One of the highest totals we have ever had. It might be the highest total in NBA history. I just want to make sure I am not butchering that. I know John put the exact stat there into the write-ups. Let me add here. Yeah, so this is the highest total in over 30 years. The last 6 meetings went over 261.2 points per game. Bucks last 4 went over, averaging 252.3 points per game. And the Pacers lead the NBA 16-3 to the over, including 2 of their last 3, averaging 260.3 points per game. The Pacers are averaging over 260 in the last couple of games. The last 4 meetings are averaging over, the last 6 meetings are averaging over 260. And Bucks, their last 4 all went over, averaging over 250. I can bet your ass they're probably getting over that 260 mark again today. This is, if you're an NBA fan / bettor, ideal, very ideal. Prop bets, ideal. Everything else, very, very ideal across the board. I rarely say bet for entertainment purposes, but this is going to be fun. In Vegas, neutral site, no true home court advantage. Bet the over tonight. Why not? If you guys have been riding with me, we've been on pretty much all 16 of these Indiana games that have gone over. I even called the first one that snapped and it went under against Portland, where the Pacers lost that one outright. So if you guys have been tuning into this show, you guys know we've been riding these Pacers overs pretty religiously. Why did we not take it today? The only concern is, maybe it's a bit more defensive minded in this in-season tournament setup. I just don't see it. The Bucks against the Knicks, who lead the NBA in points allowed, they're towards the bottom 5 in pace. They still find a way to absolutely blast them, 146, 122. If you're doing that against the team that allows the lowest amount of points, that plays the slowest pace, what is going to happen? Bro, that thing just fell on me again. If you guys have watched, that happened to me a couple weeks ago. But I'm having some issues holding that thing up behind me. Against the Knicks, the slowest paced team, leads the league in points allowed. They went that high. What are they going to do against the fastest paced team I've really seen in the NBA in years? If you guys remember, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, Luke Walton Kings. He had this, we need to get the ball across court with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. His goal is to get the ball across half court with 20 seconds still on the shot clock. And they did that pretty well. They played up tempo. Rick Carlisle right now is telling the Indiana Pacers 2 seconds. He wants that ball across half court, 2 seconds. He wants to have 22 seconds left on the shot clock when they get into their offense and they start, looking for a quick pick and roll up on top. They're taking shots 6, 8 seconds into the shot clock. Ridiculous tempo Indiana's playing with. And it's going to open up the opportunity for a lot of fun props as well. Halliburton coming off his first career triple-double. Giannis, he has loved playing against Indiana. He's coming off a triple-double. And in his last 5 versus the Pacers, absolutely lights him up. Average 41.6 points per game, 250 burgers. They lost earlier this season. They met no Damian Lillard in the meeting in Indiana. Pacers pull it out 126, 124. Giannis drops another 50 burger there. So Giannis eats in this matchup, a lot of points in the paint. Okay, no Damian Lillard in the first matchup. Prior to that, Bucks absolutely owned this matchup. They were 10-2, 8-4 against the spread the last 12 meetings now. So heading into that loss prior to this year without Lillard, while Bucks were still kind of figuring out who they were 11-1 the last 12 meetings, and now a great opportunity to get it back. Bucks shooting over 60% the last 2 games. Giannis eats in this matchup. They own the matchup. All signs here pointing towards the Bucks and the over. Triple-double watch, man. But with this many points, right? This many points. There's going to be that many opportunities. Giannis, his last 2 games, 10 assists a pop, coming off the triple-double against the Knicks. Let me see what a triple-double prop here is for Giannis currently, because you got to look at it. Last 2 games averaging 10 assists, that's going to be the hard one for Giannis. He's going to get his 10 points, more than likely going to get his 10 rebounds. Let me pull it up here. What do we got? Prop. Let's see here. Triple-double. So for Giannis to go triple-double plus 900, Halliburton plus 3,500. I don't think Halliburton gets it. I don't think he gets the rebounds in this matchup. He's able to get it the other night. He was able to get his rebounds against the Celtics. No Porzingis. So missing the big man, missing the opportunity for big guards to get more on the rebounding. Giannis, Lopez, Portis, big boys. Don't think he's going to get the rebounds in this one. Maybe he does. Still worth a sprinkle, plus 3,500, I'd say. And Giannis at plus 900. Definitely worth a look for a triple-double today. Going to be so many opportunities to get those 10 assists. I wouldn't be surprised if this game is into the 250s, into the 280s. Alt totals, worth a look here. Let me even see. What is the highest alt total DraftKings even has available? The highest alt total, 268 at plus 215. I mean, I really do think this is a game designed for entertainment purposes. If you guys want to bet some fun shit on this game, by all means, over 268. Giannis plus 900 on the triple-double. I think you're going to see some crazy things in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if this one cracks 300. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it becomes a defensive battle in the in-season tournament. There's just nothing that would point to that. Giannis props worth a look. Like I said, averaging over 40 his last couple of games here against Indiana. And let's see what they have him set up here for today. Yeah, 40 plus 215 as well. So that's a couple of different things you can play with. The alt over 268 at plus 215. Giannis 40 points at plus 215. Giannis triple-double plus 900. I really think this is a game designed for value and getting some of these props. And that's just the big guy, right? Obviously, some of these other guys, someone else is going to get involved in the scoring big time. We saw Bruce Brown with a 30 burger the other night. His 18 plus points is plus 330. This is absolutely a game you can see Bruce Brown getting big time in the game. So a lot of points, a lot of opportunities prop wise. Not a big prop better, but this one just really grabs you and screams at you to bet some props with how many points we are expected tonight. That's the first game. Really excited for that one. Where there is one bet out for Massa Edge members tonight. If you guys want that, sign up on the app or the website. But yeah, worth a look at Milwaukee and the over, just as far as normal bets we talk about. Let's get into this other game. Pelicans, Lakers. I mean, damn. AD versus the former team, Zion and LeBron. I mean, this team's got a good makings here. Speaking of Anthony Davis against his former team, obviously he misses a lot of time, misses a lot of games. He's missed a few games against the Pelicans. But when he plays, since he's left, 8-2 versus the Pellies, Anthony Davis gets it done, and he plays very well, averaging almost 28 a game there. Lakers, they won 3 of 4 meetings last year in this matchup. Granted, Pelicans played the Lakers really well the year prior when Zion was healthy. And Zion makes or breaks this team. You guys know how high I am on this Pelicans team. They go on the road. They get it done at Sacramento in the first round. Ingram, 30 points. They shot 45% from three. They're playing terrific ball right now. 8-4, 9-3 against the spread. Their last 12. Love this Pelicans team. Love the way they've been looking. They are my pick to come out of the West this season if they stay healthy. This is just a weird matchup, right? In-season tournament, LeBron. If you guys watched the playoffs last year, LeBron wasn't quite LeBron come playoff time. He had the foot injury. He was playing through it. He missed a lot of the back end of the season. So it was a couple of things. One, wasn't 100% in shape. And LeBron is usually, one of the best guys in shape as far as playing in playoff time. But because he was out the foot, he wasn't as in shape. And then you add in that he's playing on a bum foot. So as the playoffs went on, we slowly started to see less and less and less of LeBron. But this isn't a 7-game series. This isn't multiple rounds in a row. This is old man dream basketball, one and done. And what did we see from him? One and done in the first go around there against the Suns the other night. 31 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals. Absolutely fucking ridiculous at 38 years old. It's tough to go against the Lakers here. This is a little bit designed for what they have. Pelicans, younger team, deeper series. I would like the Pelicans in a 7-game series against the Lakers. I really would. They match up well with the size. Zion and Valanciunas matching up with LeBron and AD. The efficiency they score in the paint. That's something that this Lakers team tries to. LeBron, for example, is the most efficient paint scorer in the NBA. More than Giannis, more than Jokic. You name it, at a high volume. So that is what the Lakers do, but that's exactly what the Pelicans do as well. I think they match up really well. But we're talking about a 7-game set here. Now we're going to bring it down to 1 game. Tough for me to get involved in this one. Pelicans are nobody. I'm going to tell you that. Pelicans are nobody. Just a lot of things pointing towards the Lakers want this, LeBron wants this, and obviously when it comes to an elimination game, LeBron's success in the past, out of this world. So could only be worth a look here to the Pelicans in my eyes. But I wouldn't be surprised the Lakers come and get this game. No bet for me on this one. Would be interested in a live line, getting one of these teams, with more points. I think it'll be coming down closer to it'll be a close game, close to the number. Wouldn't be surprised either side within 5. If we can get a live number bigger than that, would be worth a look in my eyes. We'll have to keep an eye for it. Going to be weird playing in a new stadium in Vegas. The NBA courts obviously were different for the in-season tournament, but new arenas, sometimes the depth perception fucks with you a little bit. Who knows? We'll see how these 2 games go in Vegas tonight. Obviously, as cappers, it's our first time looking at these games in Vegas. So that could be different all of it in itself. We are going to learn tonight a little bit what it's like to play this in-season tournament in Vegas. We're going to learn what the atmosphere is like. Games at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock Eastern, a little bit of a gap in between, fans coming in, fans coming out. Is there going to be a little bit of a home court advantage for the Lakers? Lakers, obviously, nationally a bigger audience. What's that first game going to look like? Bucks and Pacers. Well, a couple of Midwest teams in Vegas. Are there going to be any, home court advantage? There's going to be a crowd rooting for points, which I kind of hope we are because I think we're getting a lot of points tonight. So we'll see. A lot to learn tonight as far as this in-season tournament. Fired up for the slate. And I am so grateful. We have 2 amazing basketball games with this defensive battle of Thursday Night Football. We're probably going to have a final score 10-7 Pittsburgh. By the way, if I had to guess, score prediction 10-7 or 10-6. They had to get 2 field goals or 1 touchdown. 10-7 Pittsburgh score prediction tonight. I just can't bet the Steelers or the Patriots. I can't take the points with the Patriots, not with that offense. 13 points in 3 weeks. Absolutely inept. That's what we have going on tonight, guys. 3 games. John has a bet. If you guys want it, massaedge.com. Massa Edge, the app, sign up, download it, the whole 9. He will be back with me tomorrow. I think he'll be back with me tomorrow. Actually, don't catch me lying on that. I'm not sure how much he's accomplishing driving today. I do know on his way up, he's going to stop and do an Instagram live for you guys in about 30 minutes or so. So if you guys want to, this probably won't even be up by then. So hopefully you guys catch him on the Instagram live. Hopefully he's getting up there safely. Hopefully these 2 NBA games tonight live up to the hype. Adam Silver, well done on the in-season tournament. I'm excited to see what it's like in Vegas. Love these 2 matchups we have should be great here between the Pelicans and the Lakers. A lot of narratives to it. Pacers and Bucks should be a shitload of points. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe below. And hey, let's make some money.